Hey guys, so I want to talk to, I think this does affect a lot of people. I am one that goes through it, has been affected by it for many years, and that is the ab separation. And I've talked about this previously. After I had Lila, I had a huge ab separation. If you don't know what this means, is when you have a baby and your belly goes all big, what happens is your ab muscles start to push outward, they open. It happens to everybody. Every single person who has a baby, their abs will separate. Now what happens after the baby is not always the same for everyone. Some, it'll close back up and be perfectly fine. Others, it doesn't close all the way and they need to actually work on making it close. And then some will always, it's just, it could be from like how you worked out during your pregnancy, or it could even happen not being pregnant when people do abs incorrectly and they get like hernias or things like that, where you see really shredded men and you're like, well, why do they have it and they never had a baby? It could just be from working abs very wrong, doing too heavy weights. So I want to talk about this. Now I do have a little ab separation. I say little because it's little. It doesn't really impact me very much. I see it and kind of get annoyed because I used to have the very, when you saw my stomach, I had this line that would go all the way down. Now it kind of stops around here because this is where my separation is. So I don't have that line. It used to bug me. It doesn't really bug me anymore. I've learned to live with it. And I find it harder to form my lower abs because of it. But it doesn't get in the way. Now why I want to talk about this is somebody had brought up things not to do when you have the separation, and they posted it on one of my videos that I just did with Lila recently. And it was because you saw my stomach kind of cone up just in this little area. And I'm going to show you why I do abs with having it. And mostly the reason for this is being smart about it. Your body, it takes your body 9 months after a baby to go back to normal. So this separation can only really be focused on being closed the first 9 months, maybe a year. That's kind of pushing it. And then what you have is what you have. If it's really dramatic, there are things you can do like surgery. They can go in there and realign your abs, close them, and get them together if it really, really bugs you, or if it's really to the point where it's making you look like you have a pouch no matter what you do, no matter how shredded you are. In that case, if it really, really bugs you, then that's something you can do. In my case, I can live with it. So after this period, what do, right? Do you say, screw it, I'm never gonna do abs, I'm never gonna have a strong core, it is what it is? Absolutely not, guys. You can still work out with it. And if you look at this video where it's coning, this is when I'm playing with Lila. I'm not taking my ab workout serious. I'm not using my mind, because you do need to use your mind when you do abs. I'm just kind of being chill. And for that reason, I didn't really work on keeping that area tight. But then if you see later in the video, when I got serious and showed you guys the real workout, not once did my stomach cone out. And the reason for this is you need to focus on it, keep it tight, make sure you don't see the cone. When you see the cone, suck it in, keep it tight. So I'm gonna show, I wanna see if I can, honestly, my separation can open and close. Sometimes on command, sometimes not. Sometimes it's just a finger, which is normal, and other times it's 2 fingers. It's never really been bigger than 2 fingers. And as I said, it's right here. So as you can see right now, it's relaxed. So it's about 2 fingers. And let's say that I'm doing leg raises. I don't know if you can see it from right above me. I'm not gonna focus on keeping it in. So you see how it pops up? You see this little thing here? That's what you want to prevent from doing. You can do it. This is me preventing it. But you gotta focus. And another thing I usually say is, once it starts popping out and you can't do anything about it, it's time you stop. You're exhausted. So this will happen for 2 reasons. 1, you're goofing around, you're not paying attention to your ab. And then 2, is you're getting so exhausted you can't keep your core tight anymore and suck it in. And you should just stop at that point, because the way I do it will not harm my abs. I can continue doing it like this for life and be perfectly fine. If I allow all that pressure, the cone to pop out, I could cause further damage or even get a hernia from it. So for that reason, I really need to concentrate on doing abs and focusing when I'm doing them. All right, so another workout I want to show you guys, because this applies to every workout, but planks specifically, you cannot be lazy on planks. Let me show you why. What happens when I'm not keeping my core tight? You see what's happening with my belly? That ain't right. Hold that in. Keep them like this the whole time.
Look down every now and then. Once it's sticking out and you can't do anything about it, end your plank. Don't do it anymore.
No point in risking anything. Now the plus side about this is most people who don't have this issue can go and do abs without their mind in it, and they're doing like hundreds of reps and they're not feeling anything. But when you gotta focus, your abs are cut short because you know you need to focus for other reasons, not just to get great abs, but just in general to prevent them from getting worse. So that's kind of a plus. But now since we're talking about abs, everyone always asks me, well, how do you get abs? You know, I have so much fat there. How can I target that fat? You can't spot reduce. You can't target the fat. You need overall body fat loss. You need to eat at a deficit, eat towards your goals in order to get that area lean and shredded and showing your abs. But secondly, you cannot have abs without working abs. I get this so often. When will I have abs? Do you work your abs? No, I guess never. It's like any other muscle in your body. It needs work, it needs repetition, it needs to grow in order to show through. You can have a flat stomach, but you're just not gonna have ab definition. And I tell you this because there are big shots who say, I don't work abs, I don't believe in working abs. At one point they probably did, and they probably still are. You just don't know what type of abs they're doing. Like, you know, the odd one I've shown you guys with the vacuums, the suctions, those are working your abs. Now people will say, no, I don't work abs, but I do that. In one way or another, if they've got abs and definition, they work abs. Maybe they're not crunching, so for that reason they say they don't work abs because they don't do crunches. But there are so many ways to work abs, and you want to work them if you want that definition. Now another thing is for women, you need to be 20% or under body fat to show any definition in your abs. I forgot what it is for guys. Sorry guys. Do you remember?
Under 16 maybe?
Under 16? I could be wrong. But just because you're under 20% does not mean you have abs. Again, if you've never worked them, you won't have them, even if you're under 20%. So that is something very important to think about, because last time I said it, I got so many people, well, I'm 18%, I don't have abs. Again, do you work them? No, you don't have them. So now I'm gonna hear, well, Florina, when can I start working out after my pregnancy? This is to each their own. Doctors will tell you 6 weeks. Some can do it much sooner. I tried to force myself. I couldn't. My body told me, hell no. I started walking at around 2 weeks after giving birth, and I could not do very much. I don't know if some of you remember us when we had the apartment and we had that trail that we would walk around. I could only do about half the trail, and then I couldn't do anymore. My body just said no, no, no. So every day that was my challenge, to do one full lap. And when I started doing one full lap, then I started squatting body weight and all that. I slowly got into it. So that depends on everyone. When do you start working abs? Not till 9 months to a year after. I waited a very, very long time because this whole ab separation thing scared me. I still ended up having it, but it could have been worse. So I guess I'm grateful it's not worse and I can still live with it. And now going back to something else, I'm like, we just know, we can hear the questions coming through. So I'm like, someone's gonna ask me this. Can I work out while I'm pregnant? Yes, you can absolutely work out while you're pregnant. You can do everything you were doing prior besides abs. Do not do any abs, guys. This will ensure that that separation gets worse and you cause permanent damage. Do not do abs. And do not try to hit any PRs. No, we're not getting stronger while we're pregnant. We are maintaining. And then another thing, there are certain exercises you personally will not be able to do. Every pregnant woman was lunging. Not me. I carried really low, so I could not lunge. It hurt so bad. Don't do it. If it feels uncomfortable, don't do it. Play it safe. You're maintaining, you're keeping active, it's healthy for you and the baby. Don't do dumb things. Don't try to balance on balls or anything crazy. Just play it safe, but continue working out. So I'm mostly talking to future moms, current moms. If you can prevent it, prevent it. I honestly feel like what went wrong with me and why I have the separation to begin with was because I was doing planks in my first trimester of my pregnancy. I stopped after I learned more information, but they were, back then when I was pregnant, they were saying every ab workout is bad except for planks. Planks are the best workout you can do while you're pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually it was like, no, don't do planks. You see that cone shape happening? It's horrible. And I was like, damn it, let's hope nothing happens. So I don't know if this is associated with that, doing it for the first 3 months of my pregnancy, but it kind of, that dome, it just looked terrible. I even have photos of how bad, I used to laugh. I'm like, what is going on? And then I was like, this can't be right. So I did a little more research. I'm like, it ain't right. They screwed me over. So I don't know if it's that. I would just avoid abs in general when you're pregnant. So I just kind of wanted to cover that, but speaking to everyone who wants abs, that's why there's the saying abs are created in the kitchen. It's all in your nutrition. You got to eat towards your goals. If you're bulking, don't even think you're getting abs. I've had people, when are my abs gonna kick in? I'm like, aren't you eating 2,400 calories? Say bye-bye to abs, no abs. You're not gonna get abs when you're eating to gain, you know? So make sure your nutrition is on point. You're eating towards your goals, and you will get abs eventually. With consistency, persistence, you'll get them. And I am a huge believer in working abs. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I worked abs throughout my bulk. I feel that that is what kept me with abs during my bulk. Everyone would always be like, how do you have abs during your bulk? I worked them. I believe in it very much. That's why I have all my clients on a very strict ab workout, and you start seeing obliques popping in at 4 weeks and they're like, holy, what's going on? And not just that, even if you are overweight and you're like, well, it's gonna take me forever to see abs, why would I work them? Because it makes your core strong, and with a strong core means instead of your food hanging out and your meals or your water hanging out, your core is strong, can hold all that in. So it's just gonna make your midsection look smaller, look better, well defined. So yes, for abs, always. So again, another video speaking about my experience, sharing with you guys what I do to work around it. I am like you guys, I have, you know, things that I suffer with. This is something that I've always had, but I understand that it's something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. My daughter's 3.5 years old. I've had it for 3.5 years. It ain't going anywhere. Do I just give up? Do I make excuses? Do I not work abs? Hell no. You find a way around it and you do it. And that I learned is, when you do abs, you cannot be lazy. You gotta focus on your abs. You gotta think about what you're doing. You can't just, hey, girlfriend, what's going on? You know, no talking. Concentrate, suck it in, hold it tight, and you'll be good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helped you a little bit. If you like these type of videos, let me know with a thumbs up. That really helps me know what type of videos you guys like, what you guys want to see more of. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Hit that notification button so you're notified every time I post a video at every hour of the day. And until next time, huh?
Your workouts.
Oh, I'm not gonna show you guys my workout this time just because it's leg day. And leg day always seems to happen to fall on a vlog day. So if you guys want to see that, I already been showing leg day in the last couple vlogs. I even have one that shows a complete raw leg day, showing you all sets and reps. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and see that. I just don't want to bore you guys with another leg day. Hopefully we'll get an upper body day in here. We'll make it work. We will snap leg day today though. So if you're not following me on if you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to do so. Florina Fitness. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna end it here. Until next time, bye.